Catherine and William truly now skating on very thin ice. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you as ever. We'll have a wave today. It's a nice view, isn't it, behind me? Liking those sort of leaves, that turn of autumnal leaves. When they go, yes, I know, get fed up, don't you? Don't like the sort of darker mornings and darker evenings. Very much more a summer person. You know, when you can sit out with your flask, even just in your own garden or by your open window, it just feels nicer, doesn't it? Glad you agree. By the way, did you know on this day, yes, on this day, 1951, a 26-year-old lady really did break the glass ceiling by becoming, yes, the very first person, a female, to be elected inside the Conservative British Party government. And what was interesting about this is that lady's name, as we can all imagine, was Margaret Thatcher. She broke so many boundaries without waving banners and needing to break down and go on marches. She was simply very much ahead of her time. Whether you like her politics or not, a very, very courageous woman. Met her, thought she was terrific. And the bottom line is, you know, when you meet people like, and truly, when you meet people like that, they are inspirational. There's no two ways about it. Back as ever to your breaking roll story of the day. Now, a lot of people don't realise just how difficult it is for people living inside Kensington Palace because, quite frankly, by default, a lot of the embassies are simply about 5 minutes away down the road behind Kensington Palace. And this has really scuppered the mega deal put together by Peter Phillips. That's right, the son of Princess Anne, the Princess Royal. You see, he very much earlier on this year had hoped to launch the very first skating rink, ice skating rink at Kensington Palace. Huge fanfare, lots of interest, as you can imagine. Go skating under the stars near a royal residence. What could go wrong? Well, sadly, that has now been had to put, literally, dare I say, on ice. And this is all because, quite frankly, you know, there's the worry about terrorism, war, all that sort of stuff, because getting a lot of people in one condensed area near those particular situations like embassies, etc., is very worrying, as you can imagine. And now for them, they have to decide, well, how risky is it if we put too many people in this particular area? And given the fact that it's close proximity to such a royal residence. Naturally, at this moment in time, I can tell you that the Prince and Princess of Wales are not currently in residence, only actually attending business there for security reasons, obviously. But it's such a shame, isn't it, then, when something like what Peter Phillips wanted to put together is knocked on the head simply by nothing to do with the British people at all, nothing to do with anybody, but of course the terrible situation engulfing certain areas of the rest of the world. Many people lose out in turn. Yes, of course, hearts and good wishes go out to all those that are terribly suffering out there. But isn't it strange how one simple act can impact quite literally on the rest of the world? And sadly, for those wishing to go skating in Kensington Palace this winter. If you were planning, just double check if you bought tickets, but sadly, it's totally off. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.